Hello, welcome back. I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And today we're jaw-jacking with Jarhead and Ginger. And friends.
Yay!
We've got Greg and Shelley here from Day's Great Adventure. Welcome, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
So you guys are full-timing now, right?
Yep.
Okay, what kind of RV do y'all have?
A fifth wheel.
A fifth wheel, all right.
We have a 2016 Winnebago Destination 39 FB 42 foot.
Oof, 42 foot. That's the same as ours. It's a big one.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Oh, I love it.
Love it.
Yeah, it's got a bath and a half.
Okay.
So that's a marriage maker.
When you're full timing.
The bath and a half's a good deal.
Yeah.
It is. Yep.
So how long have y'all been full-timing?
It'll be 2 years, September 1st.
Yep. Yep.
So we're getting close to that.
Nice.
All right.
And what, so what started you on the path to full-time? Why?
It was actually about 3 years in the making. We just kind of felt trapped in our life. We loved our life. I mean, our kids live in the same town we were in and all of that, but you go to work, you come home, you go to work, you come home, and you try to grab a 2-week vacation, and we just thought, there's more to life than this. And we both had a health scare about 4 years ago, and we thought, we need to change things up. So he started watching Driving and Vibin'.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Vibin', I think. And I didn't know he was watching them, and I started watching KYD. And it's kind of like, I didn't even know this lifestyle existed.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we kind of compared notes, and it's like, we can do this. If a family of 5 can do this,
Yeah.
like keep your daydream, we can do this. So we kind of just started working that way. It took over 2 years for our house to sell, and so we had a lot of prep time. But we did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos. We binged YouTube videos.
Yes.
For 2+ years, right?
Well, nothing better to do in the evenings. In the middle of winter with 3 foot of snow on the ground.
Right.
Oh, that was the other factor, too.
We avoid snow now like the plague,
He was
except for
done.
this last year in the Snowmageddon in
Snow,
Texas.
you're right.
Yeah.
We try. We try.
We try.
We're failing miserably at
Yeah.
snowbirding 101
Yeah.
sometimes.
Time.
So, did you have a life before the RV? What was life like before your RV lifestyle?
Yep, I had been in banking for years. I was a personal banker, worked in the little town of about 1,100 people, and so very tight-knit community. And we attended church out in another town adjacent. That was pretty much the big time of our life, between our family, our church, and our work. And then you can tell them about our business.
Oh,
that you did?
well, before I was in like food service sales, territory sales, and business development for pretty much central Washington, the whole area. So I drive 50,000 miles a year. And so I came off the road on that, and we had a family business, so I basically we just took it over from my parents and ran it for the last 10 years or whatever. And so we still did that full-timing. Basically, I downsized it quite a bit because we went from a 60 by 40 2-story warehouse down to a 12 by 25 storage unit. So we had about a fourth of the product out to where we could sell it at a time. So
Online.
So we did,
presence, yeah.
still did that, but just recently we sold all the inventory. So we freed ourselves up from that. So
Nice.
now we got to just find other sources of income, which we have.
Oh, that was going to be my next
Yeah.
question. So now you're done. You're retired. You're not working anymore, but you are still
No.
working now.
Yeah, doing
Or
work camping.
Work camping.
We'll do work
Okay.
camping.
We say we're semi-retired.
Yeah.
We work a little and play a lot.
Yes, I like that.
That's good. Yeah.
I don't know if it's playing. We
Live a lot.
We live a lot. But we'll do some gate guarding.
Right.
We've already done that. We look forward to doing that again, maybe a couple months a year, 2-3 months a year. And then if needed, we'll do camp hosting, or we'll do different
I
jobs.
really want to
We
camp
kinda-
host.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
For
some different
short-
stuff. So
Short term. I think it'd be fun.
yeah, it just depends. I might kill people, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I would only camp host if I didn't have to clean the bathrooms. I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't do that.
No.
Well, bathrooms and yard work. I mean,
Yeah.
part of the reason I moved into an RV was
To get
to
away
no,
from- yeah.
no yard work,
This
right?
is true.
Yeah,
So,
and
I
that's
mean-
what I'm just not that.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Fix stuff, but
Yeah. Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fix the plumbing or
Or
the
break more,
electrical or
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably more that.
Well, what started you? What made you start a YouTube channel?
well, basically we started was just to document for ourselves, you know, and our family. So then, you know, videoing, and then we said, well, let's put it together so they can watch something each week to kind of see where we've been and
Right.
and what we're up to. But it turns out our family really doesn't watch our videos. But we have friends that do. So, you know, I guess it worked out okay.
Worked out.
But it's also something, you know, when you get old and senile, you can look back and go, yeah, we did that.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that me?
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was us, right?
You know, we can do that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the gist of it.
Yeah, and then as we started doing it, we started meeting people in the YouTube community, and it's like, to me, that's the icing on the cake. I mean, the people in the YouTube community and RV community in general, but especially our YouTube friends. It's just, it's an amazing life we get to live.
Absolutely. Yeah, the
Love
RV YouTube niche is crazy. And
Yeah.
how you go around and start meeting people, and then you want to watch everybody that you meet for sure, because you have to, you know, keep up with where people are and what they're
Yep.
doing and everything. So
Yep.
that's great.
Yeah, and she's actually not making me cry with her wonderful story. I do have allergies, that's why I've got this. I've got
Right.
something going on, so it is very emotional, but it's not tears of sadness. It's
right.
allergies.
So maybe you're just reliving your bee syndrome yesterday.
Oh yeah, I don't like bees.
So we have, if you can't tell, we've been hanging out with them for a couple of days. We went downtown yesterday and had some lunch and did some filming downtown. So
We had a blast.
we did. We really have had a good time here. So for the rest of the year, like what plans do you have? Where are you heading, or are you sticking in the area? Or
We'll be in the area, which is our home base, we call it, Wenatchee, Washington area. It's north central Washington, and till like August 10th. And actually next week when we go back, we're in the Spokane area now, but we'll meet up with some friends of ours, and then we'll be traveling with them a little bit more in Washington over on the west side, and then down into Oregon and Central Oregon, and then we'll head over to the Grand Tetons, and then start making our way up and around the Midwest and back down into Texas by late fall.
Yep.
very cool.
So
Yes,
plan.
Texas for the winter.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Again,
not like
Texas, Arizona.
hopefully it's
Again,
not like last winter.
we'll bump into them again
Oh,
in
yeah.
Texas this winter,
Definitely.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we got some already got some plans for finding some Japanese food. So
Yeah.
There you go.
got to go to Texas to find it, I guess. I mean, of all things.
You can only find good Japanese food in Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and barbecue.
Who'd have thought?
And barbecue.
I think you guys will be able to get some good Asian food on the west side of Washington here, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, we come across some pretty good, but I just it's so hard to find good Japanese style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it
You
is.
can find Thai and
Yeah.
Chinese and.
Yeah.
So you're almost at 2 years. Do you see any changes? Any changes to your RV, or maybe getting off the road and getting a house?
No.
No.
Simply no. You know how they say don't buy your dream RV first because it won't be your last? We didn't really look for our dream. We looked for what we thought would work for us, and it has worked fabulously for us.
Yeah.
And so we don't really have anything that we'd change up right now. I mean, we're
Nice.
real happy with
No,
it.
I mean we've added solar, and
yes,
we've
which has been good.
you know, it enables us to travel more free. We don't have to go hookups to hookups. To,
Right.
You know. So that the only thing we've really added to the RV. We might look to add to the truck a larger fuel capacity, so we don't necessarily have to stop so often for fuel. But other than that, we enjoy it. And but for the future, probably like a lot of full-time RVers after the pandemic and all that garbage, just to have a place to go back to, if you needed it, or maybe just that's what we might look for, a lot or something where we can winter,
Right.
or go back to if we need to full-time, or rent out, do something like that. So we might consider looking for something like that, but nothing big, just and that way we could just retire
Right.
from the traveling, just something like that.
At
Pretty
this
simple.
point in life, we don't really see buying another Sticks and Bricks.
No.
That may change. It
Right.
may, never say never. But we really don't.
Right.
Maybe a small.
Yeah, when Allison and I, we actually full-time for a few months before, while one of our houses were being built down in Georgia, and we talked about it, but we also said, well, we still need a piece of land, even back in the 90s when we were doing it, and because at some point you're going to want to just park it, and
Yeah.
be done. At some point, I'm not going to be able to drive the truck around and do all the physical stuff,
Right.
So at some point you're going to need some place to park it. And, we'd been talking about that.
You were a
for long
Marine.
time.
If forever a Marine. You should be able to adapt, overcome, and
That's
do it.
Yeah, I just call some of my brothers. And
There
they'll
you
drive
go.
me around.
Younger brother.
That's right. That's right. I got lots of those.
Yeah.
So, no plans on where that home base may be for you guys.
We're still traveling. We really love Texas and some of those areas, especially the hill country. But till we find it, and hopefully we find it before there's a must need
Right.
for it.
Yeah.
So we can kind of just gradually do it, but so we can explore some different options, but somewhere where we can definitely feel comfortable wintering
Right.
and not have to deal with hopefully snow and freezing, because we just dealt with our 30-year freak storm.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
boy, yes.
So
100-year storm. We shouldn't
Yeah,
be around for
we
the next
should be
one.
good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I really like the thought of putting our little piece in the hill country, but she wants a little closer since our daughter's getting ready to have babies, and
Yeah.
so
Well,
she
they can
wants
always
to be
move.
closer to Houston. Yeah, they need to move out to the
Yeah.
hill country.
They can move to you.
Yep, they'd like to move to the hill country, but his family's there, and his mom's gonna watch the baby, so
Yeah.
yeah, they gotta stay close, and their work keeps them in Houston.
Your
Sadly,
mom can move in with you guys.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be fun. We love Sandy.
She likes the RV
She watches,
too. She's been
too.
over.
And you're 1,000 Trails members. Obviously, we're sitting here at 1,000 Trails now, so
Oh, we just crashed it, man.
yeah, crash the gates. There's no gates at this one. This is the only 1,000 Trails I think that we've been to without gates. The arms that raise up and down. That's
Well, there is.
crazy.
If you legitimately go through the check-in.
Yes.
You don't have to. You can just bomb it on by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, what's your experience with 1,000 Trails? Good, bad? What do you think?
I think it's been good. We say, we haven't really had a problem in most of the parks. There's some that we don't like as well that we won't return to, but not horrible experience. Just it didn't work well for us. But for the most part, I think we're really happy, and it enables us to live this life. There's
Yes.
no way that we could do this without 1,000 Trails, and so we're very thankful for our 1,000 Trails membership and
Yeah.
the versatility that it gives us. Of course, there's nothing in the mid part of the state,
Right.
and you have to be creative. But on the border, we primarily use 1,000 Trails.
Yeah,
When we can.
we're capable now to where we can boondock, but we're not full-time boondocking people.
Right.
That's a whole nother element you kind of do, and dumping tanks and getting fresh water all the time. It's not so bad for doing it for a couple of weeks here and there, but
Right.
so we like the option of having, although here it's not full hookups, but at least we have. I can't imagine doing 100-degree weather with no hookups.
No.
Boondocking,
Yeah, that wouldn't be
Miserable.
fun.
it's tough enough just only with 30 amp trying to get your trailer cool enough to,
Live.
to live. But no, with 1,000 Trails, like I said, there's great things about them. There's some frustrating things, but that's, I think, with any campground,
Right.
even with state
Yeah.
campgrounds,
Yeah.
with whatever. So, but no, we've been real happy with it.
Yeah, we like it too, and we try and stay in Thousand Trails as much as we can because it's already paid for, right?
Right.
So, if you can go Thousand Trails, the Thousand Trails,
Right.
that's the best way for full timers to do
Right.
it for sure.
Right.
But yeah, we definitely highly suggest Thousand Trails also.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the best place you visited so far?
In general,
Yes.
what would you say? What's been your favorite? What do you think? I love Zion National Park. It is so beautiful, and we just
We
were
boondock there.
yes, and we
Wow.
boondocked there
That's
outside, like 9 miles from the
Nice.
gate. It's just so beautiful. It takes your breath away. Have you guys been there?
Only driven by. We've
Yeah.
never
Okay.
We have
actually
a
gone.
video of that.
Yeah, we have a video of that actually.
We'll put a.
We'll link it right here.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
kidding.
put their information in the description for
But
you guys.
actually,
for sure.
I think we have a couple
Yeah.
videos of it. But it's with Zion, it's just there's no, your brain just kind of goes in overload. Your eyes are taking all the different textures and colors and everything in, and it's just like. So anyway, back to Zion, we there's so much of it that your mind can't take in, all the different colors and textures and the beauty of it. And there was some places we went and they had just benches set up that was overlooking this whole canyon and stuff like that, and just sat there, and I was just, it was almost all to where you're emotional.
Emotional.
Because
Oh, yeah.
for us, as we're believers, and you just think that God's hand in that creation is just, and what part we have in that creation, different things. It was moving for us, and so Zion was and in the through that Utah, there's so much beauty in that state. But we also the Tetons we're going back to. We just went for a day there, but just the majesty of that. We've been to Glacier National Park and that too is just unbelievable.
Amazing.
So those are all places we definitely want to return to. quite
Oh
often.
yeah.
Nice. How about some of the things out there that are still on your bucket list that you haven't seen yet?
Winning the lottery. I don't play it,
Yeah.
so I don't know how that's
Right.
going to work.
You just find a ticket.
Yeah, if you find the ticket.
Yeah, I got to find the ticket. But well, we're going to. I want to go to Branson.
Yep.
We
Haven't done
want
that.
to go to Branson area. Eventually, we'll go to Florida, and like what is it, South Carolina and North Carolina area, and all that stuff we want to do.
East
But,
Coast stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
she's wanting to go up and see the fall colors, but I'd like to
Yeah.
skip a large portion to get there. But I don't know how you do that. So,
Oh yeah.
but we'll eventually get there. But
Bucket
no.
list for me is to ride e-bikes through Glacier and then going to the Sun Road before they open it up to the cars.
yeah, in
Some
the
channels have done that.
Wow.
in the spring.
Oh, it is amazing, the videos I've seen. It's
Oh, yeah.
That's
Nice.
top of my
Yeah.
bucket list right now.
They also like
Cool.
they allow the e-bikes in Zion going
Yeah.
up through the main part of Zion.
Oh,
Instead
yeah.
of the
Where
shuttle.
they don't and the
Yeah.
shuttle goes on it. Other than that, there's no cars.
Oh yeah.
So people on their bikes or e-bikes.
Right.
But so that'd be fun to do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be. Now I've got a new bucket list thing.
Yeah.
First, I have to learn how to ride a bike again.
First, we have to buy our e-bikes or win them. We could win them.
Yeah. There you go.
If there's a company out there that wants to, I can test it out. Being a big guy, I can let you know. Does
Yeah.
it work?
There you go. Absolutely. You get several offers. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we mentioned you're on YouTube. Do you guys have any other platforms that anybody that don't know you, that doesn't know
She
you,
does it
can
all
find
on
you out?
Facebook, Instagram. That's about it for now.
And Day's Great Adventure on both,
Yep.
or all three actually.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll get that info from them. We will put it in the section down below, in the show section down below. So if you want to go and check them out, you can go and check it out. Go and look at their videos they were just talking about, their Zion videos,
Yeah.
and well, all the rest of them. They're good. So go and check them all out, and leave a comment. Tell them you saw them here on Jawjacking. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, well, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around till the end. We'll see you next time on Jaw Jacking with Jarhead and Ginger. Bye.
Just a drop. Seriously,
I'm really sorry.
that's $20.